Ladies and gentlemen, this is Guy on the line, and this is the Bald Fox. Today, we're going to do something a little special. We're going to introduce a company that is bringing a product to the States that is not really known. It's not really here. It has so many tremendous health benefits. Not only does this company produce teas and coffees, a amazing skincare line, chocolates, they also are creating weight loss, collagen, things that people want in today's world. So what we're going to do is in a few moments, we're actually going to go in live on a Zoom call where we, the Bald Fox, have been invited to listen in on new products that they're coming to the market with. And through this, I hope during this podcast, we all become not only a little bit more educated on this product, but we also have an opportunity to see exactly what this company has done and created. This company is called Agravitae. This is Guy on the line with the Bald Fox.
Random life update. I got keys to my new house today, and we are
here we
starting
go.
to move,
We
and
have
it's
just
a
signed
snowstorm.
into the Zoom call
really
with this company, Agravitae. So what we're going to do right now is
my mom
we're going to go ahead
pictures from Idaho, and it's going.
Let everybody hear what's going on. Everybody's starting to come into the meeting right now. We're going to learn all about this stuff. Okay. So this will be interesting. Right now, we're going to go ahead and flip Agravitae onto the screen,
and I came back
just so
to
you guys know
to
what it is that we are talking
with
about.
the big trailer and the first load, and I was leaving just in time to come do the Zoom.
There you go. Perfect timing.
I'm like, bye guys, I'm going to go do a Zoom. All right, we'll give it a couple more minutes and see what we got.
Nita, I see that you're on. Thank you. Guy?
How are you this evening?
I am great, other than I'm digging out of another 18 inches of snow.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
What you guys can hear is you're hearing people
What do we have, 80 degrees
on
here?
Agravitae. They are talking. They're all over the country. So the meeting will start here in a second.
Love snow, though. I never get to see
we
it.
will join in and listen to what they have going on.
In the Hallmark style.
Now, the great thing about this is
awesome.
we have an opportunity where you get to experience a internal Zoom meeting where it's explaining about the company.
Couple more seconds. I am having a text. Someone's having a hard time getting in. We're going to wait for her, and then we're going to let this rip. And I've got this pretty tight, guys. We should only be on here for about 20, 25 minutes tonight. And
all right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Tonight. Yeah,
welcome to
maybe it's the
Agravitae.
Is it crazy where you are too?
This is the largest soursop farm and graviola producer in the world. Partnered with TKO Farms.
Okay.
We're now going to get in here and listen to it. Here we go.
If you're a guest on here today, that is the owner of Agravitae, Mr. Ken Owen, and he is coming to you live from, where are you at home, Newport?
I'm in Laguna Beach.
All right. Well, before I jump into this, would you like to just give everybody your 2-minute 30,000-foot view of why Agravitae, why Graviola, and why you're excited about what we're doing?
Well, as a lot of you may or may not know, but this has been a venture from actually a farm that's been about 7 years in the process to grow in this. They call it the elusive fruit, the Graviola, to taking it from a farm, growing the trees, to actually creating an entity as we have today, Agravitae, which stands for Grateful Life. I'm sure everybody knows that by now. And to take the product line and bring it to the masses through our process of social retail. And it's exciting because we're the only ones in this category, especially that has the access to a farm to supply.
Recording in progress.
to be able to supply the product line, and actually the team that it's taken to get here. So I'm very appreciative with our product line who's been involved in this. And an overview of everything that's taken place is on the site. So everybody knows there's the video, but really participating overall. And Jessica's been an unbelievable add to the team here to get us to, basically get us off from home or from the pitcher's mound, basically, or whatever we call it, to at least get into the bases so we can come home with a home run with this program. So thank you, Jessica.
Well, thank you, Ken. And you guys if you go to our YouTube channel, you can watch a little video with Ken, a little more in depth into some of his reasonings and the whys and the ins and outs of him, and you can get to know him a little bit better. So you can head over there and definitely do that. You can also see some of the other videos. But so today, my name is Jessica Ellerman. I am head of sales and social strategies here at Agravitae. I met Ken last summer and came on board to really help kind of create Agravitae into the future of what is direct sales and what is really kind of getting touted now as social retail. And as you hear me talk about social retail, I think a lot of people, when they hear the word social anymore, they go straight into like social media, but don't think just social media. Go ahead. Let me see. I can hear somebody. I'm going to mute them. Why is everybody not muted? But think all of your social circles. Really, that's what this business is about. And really, when you think about it, any kind of side hustle, anything you do on the side, and you guys, for me, this industry is full time for the last 15 years. I've built in network marketing and social retail. I built big teams of distributors. I built big teams of customers. And not only have I done it in this avenue, but I've also done it with superfoods. So this was when Ken came to me with the Graviola. I was like, this is right up my alley, because this is everything that I've been a part of for the last 15 years. So I'm going to take you to 30,000 feet view. I'm going to tell you what Agravitae is about, what Graviola is about, because if you're new here and you're a guest, you're probably like, what the heck are either one of those words? You've never heard them before. And then what is social retail, and how can this maybe fit into what you're doing in your life, and give you a way to talk about something that you love, and maybe drive an extra stream of income into the household, or like it was for me, it became my sole income. So Agravitae, soul to soul, which is like more like soil to soul. You guys, this is really, you just heard Ken. Not only does he own Agravitae, but he also owns the farm that grows everything that we produce, Graviola, and that is a superfood. And we're going to dive a little bit more into that. But I love superfoods, and my biggest reasoning for that is supplements are great, but when you're getting it from a source like Graviola and some of the other superfoods and fruits you can think of that are on the market, your bioavailability of the amount of nutrition that is in those things is just so much better for your body. It's hard, you know the deal, you take vitamins, you pee it out, whatever, but when you can get all those same things from one source that is a food source, like, you can get so much more out of what you're putting in your body. So I love the Graviola. We grow it ourselves. They've done so much research to figure out how to make sure to maintain the nutrition that is in there. So it is literally farm to shelf. I mean, he grows the Graviola, 85,000 Graviola trees down in Belize, and we produce the product and we put it on your table. So that is huge. I've been a part of a lot of superfoods. I've never been able to be so excited about the fact that, oh my gosh, not only can I refer this out to you, I can tell you about it, but like at the end of the day, you can probably come and visit the farm at some point by doing something. And we're going to start doing some really fun things with the farm. So that's a little bit about Agravitae. So farm to table. Now, what is Graviola? You guys, Graviola has so much good stuff in it. It's not even funny. So your vitamins, A, B, B1 and 3, 5 and 6, 9, a bunch of vitamin C, potassium, more that is found in most of the other superfoods, rich in minerals, magnesium. And I was doing some research today and I found some really fun things. You guys, the Google, which whatever, the Google can be crazy or the Google can be great. But I love going through and finding some of the research studies that have been done on Graviola. I don't have to sell it to you. You guys can go figure that out. But my favorite part about it is the anti-inflammatories. I mean, everybody, right? we're all overly inflamed. Our bodies are a wreck. I mean, not only is it environment, and like think about what's really going on in the environment out there in the world right now. But the foods you're eating, all the different stuff you're putting on your skin, everything causes inflammation. And so having something natural like that to put in your body that helps with the inflammatory issues, so good. All right. So now let's talk a little bit about social retail, so we can kind of tie this into a little present, put a little bow on the top. So you remember when Airbnb wasn't a thing? I mean, you think about those things. Amazon only sold books. Now, I mean, everything has become a side hustle. I mean, there's apps now where people rent their pools out. Okay. Like everybody's got some sort of something that they're running through this. And then when you talk about social media and social everything, there's so many people out there monetizing anything. I mean, half the people on these crazy TikToks or Instagrams, they're literally monetizing their crazy lives. Some of them don't even have a product or they're not even doing, they're not even telling you to go buy something, but they're being so good on their social media that they're making money from it. So it's like, how, as an average person who maybe doesn't have the crazy personality, maybe doesn't have the whatever, but you do have a little bit of following and you do have a social circle and you do have your church friends. And like for me, my kid races mountain bikes. So a lot of times I'm hanging out with all my mountain bike friends. That's my social circle. Whether it's social retail, whether it's social circle, it's how do we monetize, especially in the given environment with the economy and everything the way that it is. How do we monetize something else? How do we put something else into our funnel so that we can create an extra stream of income? That's what this industry is about, social retail. So it's combining everything. So obviously we're health and wellness. That's easy to figure out. But right now we're in the middle of the gig economy. There's so much social selling, monetizing. People are monetizing their social media all day. And affiliate marketing is pretty much just social selling, just through an affiliate model. Then there's attraction marketing, which is people that get really good at creating a little bit of curiosity around something that they love and then telling a story about it, right? And all of us have code shared. You've bought something, they send you an email. They're like, oh my gosh, here's a discount. And you send your girlfriend the code because you want her to get the discount on whatever it might have been. So all of these things are happening, but how do we make it so you guys can monetize it, or I can monetize it, or a single person can monetize it? And so we're going to dive a little bit more now into the products, because that's really what this is about. This is about finding a product you love and referring it out to some people and making some money. And then if you find somebody along the way who wants to make some money too, they can do that as well, right? It's really that simple. So massive customer demand. You guys, we have some seriously amazing products. You're going to want to try them. The teas are unbelievable, and we'll get into more of those. But we've also got a luxury skincare line that is incredible. I'm like 85 years old, so I use it, and this is what I look like. No, I'm just kidding. Luxury chocolates, latte bars. They're really, really good. I love those at night. Well, and you probably shouldn't eat them at night because they do have a little bit of caffeine in them, but I can sleep that way anyways. But I love it with a glass of wine. So good. Some coffee, Graviola infused coffee. If you are big on brain focus and stuff, you're going to love the coffee. And then the tincture, which is one of my favorite products. So and I'm going to dive a bit more into the products again, but look at this. This is how it works. This is how simple this is to monetize. Create a little bit of curiosity, get on the products, start using them, start figuring out how you feel, and start talking about them through your social channels, whether that's someone in person, whether you have coffee with your girlfriend, whether it's making a post on one of your social media accounts, or talking about something you love, or making a tea and telling them about how you're detoxing, whatever it is, creating some curiosity, sharing some links. Sometimes that link's going to be a Zoom like this so that we can give them some more information. And sometimes we do customer Zooms for someone who's just interested in the product. And sometimes we do more of the social retail Zooms like this. So someone can learn about monetizing their social network, right? So number 2 is just that, share links. And that might be literally just to your website that we provide you so that they can go purchase something that you talked about. Oh, I'm using the detox tea and I love it. I would love the detox tea. Can you send me a link? Boom, you send them a link, they check out, you make money. Simple as that. And then we get paid weekly on new customers and social retailers. So that's it. Create curiosity, basically open your mouth. Number 2, get them the information they need. Number 3, get paid. Pretty simple. Why did it go there? Oh, there we go. All right. Why is it going to that slide? You guys, me and technology, I'm telling you what. There we go. There's the next slide. All right. So how do you get paid? That's a very good question because it's the most important thing. If you're going to go out and you're going to promote our products and you're going to tell them that you fell in love with Agravitae and your coffee or your tincture or whatever it might be, how do you get paid? The thing I love about what we've created here is, well, there's two things. One is simplicity, and two, it's dual-sided. And what that means is this. This industry used to only be for someone who could recruit other people that wanted to build a business, right? That's how I came in 15 years ago. That's all we really did. And we never really grew a customer base. And over the years, the industry has realized that the customer base is the most important thing. And a lot of customers start out as a customer and then one day decide, you know what, I've been referring this product out. I would like to get paid for it. And they can always become a social retailer or a distributor, if you will, someone who can sell the product. So we get paid to do both. You can do one, you can do the other, or you can do both. So team building is finding other people that want to make money. And it's pretty easy in this crazy economy that we're in. Everyone's looking for something to add to their plate because their plate is literally getting smaller. I mean, look at the cost of food, everything. So there's people out there right now looking for an opportunity. That's team building. That's finding someone else that we're going to go help them build a business. But there's also customers. There's people that just want to use your product. They just want the anti-inflammatories. They just want whatever. And as you grow, as you can see through that, as you grow in customer volume, we actually pay you more and more and more and more. And if you think it's crazy to look at that and think you did 30,000 in sales in a month or something, it's not that crazy. When you get consistent and you start talking about it and you start having people love it as much as you do, I've seen customers gather customers and customer pods grow so big from someone who really just has a small social circle. So the sky's really the limit, and you can do both things. So we're always looking for people who want the opportunity, but we're also looking for people who just want to use the good products that we've got to offer. And if you want to dive more into compensation plan, that is awesome. After this call, whoever got you on here, get them back with me and we can really, really dive into it. But remember these are the 4 ways you get paid. If you enroll a customer, you're going to get paid. If you enroll a social retailer, you're going to get paid. We have rank up bonuses, as you can see right there. As you go up in rank and your volumes get bigger and your teams get bigger, you have bonuses attached to that. At some of the higher levels, we have a leadership pool, which lets you share all of the earnings from the company. And then the last but not least is your total sales. Because what happens is as you start building, let's say you go find somebody else who wants to make an income and they become a social retailer, you also get paid off of everything they do and any other customers that get gathered onto your team. So the total sales of everybody is what you'll end up getting paid on. So it's great. But the first things first, right, is let's get some people started and let's get them paid. Now here's how we get started. There's 3 enrollment kits. Who got you on here sends you to their website. If you click join us, you're going to see the kits come up. And there's good, better, best. These are kits that also a customer could use. And this is how I personally use them. And this is what I love to do with the product. Okay. So let's start with the good, because really the better and best just is more of the good. All right. So good is like enough for one person to get started and kind of start feeling how their body can feel when we start incorporating the Graviola into their daily routine. You've got Graviola tea, which is straight baby Graviola leaves, handpicked, and taken like with the most care you've ever seen and turned into tea that you guys can steep. I think, maybe I'm crazy, but I think it kind of tastes like it's like a little more almondy than a normal tea that you would have. I don't know if that's a good word for it, but I love it. It's very rich, super amazing. One thing I want you guys to remember as you're drinking the tea, don't boil your water. 170 degrees or you kill it. 170 degrees, let it steep. The package directions tell you what to do, but remember that 170 degrees, no more. Uh-oh, someone unmuted. Hey guys. There we go. So then the next thing that you're going to see there is tincture, and you're going to use that once, twice, 3 times a day, depending on how you want to use it. But the tincture is an amazing way. It is 5 times more potent than the regular leaves. It is tincture, you guys. Like you've heard of tinctures from other leaves. This is Graviola tincture. So they pull all the nutrition out of it. It is 5 times as potent as just the leaves themselves. And it's sweet. It tastes so good. You can use it to sweeten your tea, or you can drop it straight in your mouth, or put it in water to give it a little bit more flavor, whatever you want to do. But the tincture actually tastes really, really good. And then your detox tea, guys, because as we start putting the Graviola in, and as it's benefiting your cells and everything, no matter what, we need to start detoxing the stuff, the caca that's in there. We'll just call it caca because that's pretty much what it is. So I like to drink the detox tea before I go to bed. Then you go to sleep. And while your body's resting, it will use those herbs to help cleanse the body better. You can use it whenever you want. I just think you get the most benefit while your body's sleeping, and it can use everything that's inside of there. So that's your starter bundle. That's where I like a customer to get started all the time. Like, just get started on the good bundle, the tincture and tea starter bundle, and you're off and running. Now, as they go either a bigger household or they really want to dive into more, as we get to better and best. And as you can see there, guys, it's just more product. So I like, if you're a business builder, I recommend starting on your $550 bundle, because then you have enough arsenal, like product wise, to share. You know, if you go see one of your friends and they're like complaining about their sleep, you can put a couple in a Ziploc bag and take it to them and say, hey, drink this before you go to bed for the next couple nights. Tell me how you feel. And you have a little bit of stuff to kind of share. You get to try more of it. And that's how you're going to get your stories, guys. Because really that's what this is all about, is you getting stories. So once you get started, this is my roadmap for you guys to learn how to make your money back. And I'm going to talk about this on a 30-day roadmap, but I have people do this in 2 days. I have people do it in their first day, do it in a week. But this is return on investment for me when I'm investing in a business, which is basically what you're doing, is the most important thing, right? And the faster you can do it, the better. But so if you enroll with a $550 bundle, that's worth 500 points in our Agravitae back offices, if you will, or our Agravitae currency. The next thing you do is, after you enroll, is you share what you're loving. Tell everyone. Tell your social networks. Tell your social media. Tell your best girlfriends. Tell whoever that you love something, right? That's what we all do anyway. So now you get to do it with Agravitae and monetize your social circles. Okay, and then enroll one social retailer per week. So somebody else who wants to build a business, I'm looking for 1 each week of your first month. On that 500 PV points, it's 25%. So you make $125 times 4. You can do the math. You're at $500. And then also focus on gathering one new customer per week. For some of you, customers are going to be a lot easier and you're going to get a whole bunch more of them, but we're just going to do this for simple math. For social retailers, for new customers, on that good kit, the $120 kit, that's worth 100 points times 25% is what your commissions are. You made another $100. Your total commissions are $600. Now, wash, rinse, and repeat. That really should be what you tell everybody how you make money. That is how. And then as you get big, as you build bigger, and as your team gets more, and as at monthly they keep ordering and all of those things, you're going to continue to get paid for all of that. But this upfront fast start bonus, if you will, the right upfront stuff is really where your bread and butter is at the beginning. So that's pretty much it, guys. And at that point, it's welcome to the Agravitae family. So the one thing I want to finish with is this. I've seen a lot of superfoods come and go. I've seen a lot that have stuck around, become household names. Graviola is pretty new to the market. No one really knows about it yet. Most people are like, what? And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like the new, whatever, acai berry or whatever. You hear all of these superfoods come out. The one thing that I have never been able to do is be at the beginning of one coming out. Like, I knew about it. Like I had already figured it out. I already knew what it was. And then I found a company that had that product and I promoted it. Well, here, this product came to me, and you guys are on the beginning of this. And at the beginning, I will say this, it's sometimes a little bit harder because you do have to educate. People are like, what is Graviola? What is Agravitae? I've never heard those words. But if you do the footwork and you are the one putting that word out there and getting the education out there and starting to build a team and starting to build a network of customers and social retailers that are talking about this, imagine what happens when it goes mainstream. It goes crazy. And you already are the ones who have access to it. So that's just so, that's so big. I I wish I could have been on, well, I am now, but we're creating it for you guys to go absolutely capitalize on it. But here we are. This is at the palm of your hands. And I'm going to drop a couple of nuggets. We have a couple of products that are about to launch. They are literally going across the table, like being created right now, getting done. And this is going to change this thing even more. You are going to have a wow product. You are going to have a product that is going to give people results so fast. So not only are you got Graviola tea and you can give them all those anti-inflammatory properties and start making them feel so much better, sleep better, maybe focus better if they need the focus tea, whatever their baseline is. But we're going to have something that's going to ramp this up to crazy. And we are about on the 1st of March going to launch a little promo for you guys for this next month. So if there was ever a time to like really dive in, figure out where's my social networks, how do I want to monetize this? And here's the deal, guys. I'm here to help. I've done this before. I've done it on a very, very large scale. I can tell you how to go turn what numbers you need to do to make this as big as you want. Or like we did the 30-day road plan. If you're someone who's just looking for that extra $500 a month or whatever that might be, I can give you a roadmap to that too. But we love you. We do these every Tuesday and Thursday, so you can get some more people on here on Tuesday night. And I can also schedule out a Zoom specifically for you and your friends or whatever it might be whenever you need that as well. So you guys, thank you for your time tonight. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions and maybe something sparked science-y questions, maybe something sparked money questions, maybe something sparked, oh my gosh, I just need to go over that again question, just get connected with me and we'll get all your questions answered and get you started. So welcome to the team, guys, and we will see you again next week. Have a good night.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Andrew. All right, guys. Call me if you need me.
I'm
going to go weather the storm and move into my new house.
Have fun.
Bye, guys. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was our introduction to Agravitae. So I just want to say, wow. You learn so much in such a little time where you don't even know exactly where to start with something. Let's talk about it a little bit. So we all, as we age, as we get older, we all play a role in our own life's success of survival. As we start to get older, we start to realize, I'm not 20 anymore. All of a sudden, I got out of bed and I started to feel pains I didn't feel even a few years ago. Wait a minute. The guy looking at me, looking back in the mirror is not the same guy that I remember. We all have to take notice of the fact that time does pass. So health and wellness is one of the biggest forefronts of every human being. So let's talk about that. As I said, even for me, I still mentally feel like I'm in my 20s, but I'll tell you, my body is shaking it up a little bit. Right now, I just yesterday finished my 4th day of topical chemo, trying to get rid of the skin cancer and stuff that I'm dealing with. And a product like this, that by drinking the teas, by absorbing the leaves from the Graviola trees, the Soursop trees, could help me fight cancer, could help me eradicate those bad cells that I'm dealing with in a regular occurrence in my life. This isn't the first time. Doing things that are going to be healthy. I, for a long time, abandoned the idea of I'm going to get old. Unfortunately, whether I like it or not, I am, just like everybody else. So, as we get older, we're supposed to learn and be become more cognizant of reality. A lot of people still stay very disconnected to reality, but I'm going to tell you, not me, and hopefully not you either. So let's talk about Agravitae. I didn't realize just how much this company has done. I didn't realize they created a whole business in today's world. So let's talk about that. So everybody knows that over the last decade, social media has become one of the largest forms of marketing and advertising in today's world. People can now go on and get followers and viewers and so forth and monetize that for money. Not like the old days where somebody had to go put on a dress or a suit and pick up the phone, go knock on doors. They had to get out there and let's just say they had to hustle and bustle to make it happen. Okay? Today, somebody can quite literally sit at home in their pajamas, create content, post pictures, and get followers engaged and make money doing that. This is now one of the biggest forefronts of where we are today in the world. We have become an immersive, a digital world where everybody is now able to connect much faster and quicker. This allows companies and people to market and advertise like no other. Okay? So, Agravitae. We just joined in that Zoom call. And what did we learn? What did we hear? We heard the founder of the company come on and talk about an 8-year evolution of this farm. During this, we learned that it has over 85,000 graviola trees. They've got 1,000 acres. They produce a product called Graviola from Soursop. Well, what is Soursop? It is a very rare superfruit, mostly found in South America. This farm is located in Belize. The founder went down to Belize on a mission to find something unique and special. And he achieved a lot more than that. When he went down there, he met with a doctor that had a farm, roughly 300 or 400 acres. And the highlight at the time was it was embodied with mahogany trees and teak trees. Now, knowing this founder, he was very aggressive in trying to find, value in this farm, in this land that he was going to buy. And I remember him telling me a story recently where the doctor who he bought the farm from on that last call of congratulations said, "Why don't you check out the fruit?" And he said, "Well, why don't you tell me about it?" The doctor said, "You'll figure it out," and hung up on him. When he learned that he was sitting on a super fruit called Soursop. Now, at any time, you can go to agravitae.com/thebaldfox, and you can actually learn a lot more on the products and how this works. But what we learned today is he ended up buying the property next to him, expanding it to 1,000 acres, becoming the largest Graviola Soursop farm in the world. I had never heard of Soursop. I'm sure most of you have never heard of Soursop. Some people have probably heard of Graviola, but they didn't know the extent of what Graviola was. Today we learned that Graviola comes from this tree. The leaves are high in vitamins. They help with anti-inflammatory issues. Going back to our health, right? As we get older, we're like a car. we put a lot of wear and tear on our body, the flow, and we put things, and people are in and out of the car and everything else, and little by little things wear down. But there are products like this that help rejuvenate and rebuild those. It's kind of like you need to...
Ken Owen.
Oh, hold on. We've got the founder calling in right now. Mr. Ken Owen, you're live with Guy on the Line and the Bald Fox. How are you, sir? Hold on one second. There you go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the Bald Fox. We were just talking about Agravitae.
The Bald Fox. I love that one.
And there we go. As we got to hear a little bit from Mr. Ken Owen, he is the founder of Agravitae and TKO Farms.
That I am, and I'm very thankful for that. So as everybody may or may not know, but Agravitae stands for a grateful life, and that's where everything starts at.
Wonderful. We were just talking about on the show the background of how Agravitae actually came to the forefront, and I was telling him your story about going back to down there talking to the doctor and how you learned about the superfruit and how this has now become such a product to help people in the health and wellness across the world.
Well, starting with the States, and we'll expand, but as everybody may or may not know if you've shared it, but we're the only company in the world that actually grows the fruit from seed, from soil seed across the board, as Jessica mentioned. And we're the only company basically that's ever built a tea processing facility that actually this is real tea you're getting there. It's not some just dried out leaf that other people think you can just buy. This is quality. It keeps the compounds and keeps everything live in the actual tea. That's why we brought in world-leading tea expert Nigel Milliken actually to set us straight in the marketplace to what we had to do the right way to be a leader in the industry. And that tea takes you to the tinctures. It will take you to the powders that we make, everything else with the highest quality. So everything's all about quality with us. We're at the end of the day the best in the industry, and we're really the only one there is in the world that's doing this in this category.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful. And as I told the listeners and people who will be viewing our podcast, you've undertaken nearly an 8-year development to make sure that you can bring such a premium, superior product to the States.
Half the time you don't realize until you have to do it. When somebody says, I started out and didn't really know where we're going. Well, that was my case. We were growing something that had never been commercially grown. So that was a big thing. Then when you first get your first fruit, which are small at first, in the first couple of years, and it takes about 5 years for a plant to really produce. And then when you're producing fruits that are 10 pounds to sometimes 14 pounds is like a dream. It's like a baby as you get to watch it come to life. I just got back from Belize, and it's just amazing when I see a day 1,000 pounds of this fruit come back into the building where they pick it and process it, and or it's sold to the local marketplace. And these fruits are absolutely pristine in size. You're talking about fruits that are anywhere from 8 to 10 pounds on an average good large size. And they're just overall, the community down there just loves the product. And that's why Graviola has been known everywhere else, but in the States, because it could never make it here. And it doesn't have a shelf life very long. So it's very limited. And so it's not a good transportation fruit. So that's why we use the leaves of the tree, puree the fruit that goes into foods and different things, the skincare, so on and so forth. So it's a labor of love to get us to where we're at today. And it's been quite a process. I'm very proud of that process and love to share it so that everybody benefits from this.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for having me on. I didn't know I was going to be on. I just called to check in with you.
Well, and you know what? There you go. As we're sitting here, we're going over a lot of the different products. We're talking about the fact that you have brought products in here that are high in vitamins, that, it is great for anti-inflammatory, and I was given the analogy of, nobody wants to face the fact that we're aging and getting older, but these products could definitely help rejuvenate us and help repair some of the damage that we do to ourselves and continue to help us become healthy and stay healthy.
Absolutely. And that's why the teas and everything we made here, it's all about health, longevity of life. You know, it's helped so many people with deadly diseases that I can't even tell you the stories, because it's just amazing to how it's altered multiple people's lives that I've known that's been very challenged. So this has made a big difference in multiple people's lives. And just recently, some other people that they just had stomach issues. An example was they talked to me and came by the office. Matter of fact, what did I get back on? I don't know, just 3 or 4 days ago, stopped by and got tea, and they called me and said, "Ken, it settled my stomach finally after 2 weeks of being challenged." You know, so those are simple things. One of the things is I always tell everybody is like our chocolate. This is only cacao in the world that is actually integrated with a graviola and with a superfood and has shilajit, which has got 80 approximately trace minerals in it, one of the superfoods of the world also for minerals side of things. So there's not another chocolate out there that has integrated products like this into it at the highest level. And the beans are coming from the country of Belize, just down the street from our farm. So again, integration of high quality products. And by everybody that's involved with this are leaders in the industry, just like our chocolates here, Paul Edward and Amano Chocolate. They're the makers of it. They take pride in the product. They put their name on it with us because they know it's of the highest quality and standard. And that's why you want our products. It's good for you.
Now,
so go on and on.
Isn't the shilajit, this is from the Himalayas, isn't it? That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the shilajit that comes from approximately 14,000 foot elevation. So that means there's never smog. There's nothing in the world that can affect it. It's the highest quality. And so those of you that are listening, it actually seeps out of the rocks during the heat in the summer season. And it comes out as basically a tar. And then it's refined for us into a powder that actually is integrated into the chocolate and other things. And it's called the destroyer of weakness.
Wow.
So people want this. I had a gentleman that introduced me this at my office. He is 68 years old doing one-arm handstand push-ups. And I said, "What in the world are you on?" And he says, "Good water and shilajit." And I said, "What's shilajit?" And that's when that started. And that's why we integrated it with our product line. So very proud of that because nobody's ever done it before.
Incredible. Thank you for sharing. Okay, well, right now, and Ken, thank you for joining us briefly on the show. We will continue this journey with you, and we will have you on again in the future.
I look forward to it. May everybody have a great evening. Take care.
This is Guy on the Line with the Bald Fox. Man, what a treat was that. We had the founder of Agravitae and TKO Farms on the line. What a treat. And you can hear the passion of what was found, what was created, and all of the people that are behind this to make this so magical and special. So I wanted to just, for a few moments, talk a little bit more about this. We've discovered a company that has not come to the States with a product known like this. So right now, what we learned on the Zoom call is everybody has an opportunity to be at the forefront of products that this company has spent millions of dollars developing and creating to not only help us in our health and wellness, but create a business opportunity for people to be able to share. Take advantage of where we are today in a digital world, whether you are, let's just say it, a recluse. You don't have a lot of people around you, but you're not afraid to go in there and do some posting. Tags, hashtags. This is how things grow today. Or if you're somebody that has network and is a people person and likes to get out there and talk, fantastic. Look, this is a product that we just heard on that Zoom, where you can actually, almost like any company, think about a company, presidents, VPs, managers, sales reps, people, okay? Everything is aura chart the same. Here, you've got a company that is basically saying, here's our product. Go sell it yourself if you want. Spread the word. Try to tell people, I love this product. It's good. It's healthy. It's like nothing you've ever seen. And it'll have positive impact to you and the people around you. And you can just do that and make all the money in the world you want. Or you can share and say, hey, let's build a team. Let's get out there and let's really make this known. And you can make money that way. They've created an opportunity where people, look, after COVID and after everything else, there are more people wanting to become self-employed, entrepreneurs, to build businesses where they can control their time and energy. Well, not only can you take the product and get immensely health benefits and wellness from it, but you can have a business where you have a multi-million-dollar company investment backing you on getting it out there. You don't have to store it. You don't have to build it. You don't have to worry about the logos and packaging and the infrastructure and payroll. All that. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is love the product. And want to be successful in building a life for you and your family. You can just take the product and that's perfectly fine too. So we learned that there's a massive demand for this because of what these superfruits do, what the vitamins and a lot of the shilajit, as he said, that comes from the Himalaya Mountains, and it's incredible that they've actually taken this and been able to infuse it into the product. Right now, there's been a lot of companies that have come to the market where they are designed as social retailers and networking, but never have you had an opportunity to be at the forefront of it. This is that opportunity. And just like what the founder says Agravitae stands for, it stands for a grateful life. Because their love and soul from soil to your hands is what it's all about. It's about creating products that make us better, that heal us, that help fight diseases and do things to us so that we can live longer. We can have an opportunity to see our grandchildren, to do the things that we want to do with maybe less pain, maybe with less cancer, maybe with less nutrients, not less nutrients, we want more nutrients, but less issues that we have to deal with only because we take the time to take a step for our health. Every day I see people that are, promoting different vitamins and teas and, skincare. Okay. We have it. We have a leading tea. We have a premium skincare line with Agravitae, where these amazing products, these superfruit products, are infused in here to help with anti-aging and all of the different stuff that helps rejuvenate and stimulate our body. So, in closing, today we've had an opportunity to be introduced to a groundbreaking company that has done an amazing job over the last 8 years developing products that we now have an opportunity to utilize, for our health benefits and our wellness. And they're giving us an opportunity to be a part of the growth of the company in owning our own business through them. I just want to thank Agravitae.com, Agravitae, the founder, Mr. Ken Owen, all the workers and people that have come together, leading people in their space to step behind this company and bring this to the market. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. This is Guy at the Bald Fox, and I am so proud to be able to have the opportunity to bring this to the world. Well, here in the States for now, anyways. But if you want to learn more about the products, go to agravitae.com. That is agravitae.com/The Bald Fox. Learn all about the products, learn about their mission, what they want to do, and let's see if we can not only help the company grow so that everybody knows, but we can become better in our community. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Guy on the Line and the Bald Fox, and until next time, we'll see you then.